Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Howard Wood Field. At this time, please pay attention to the following Howard Wood Field rules and regulations. No outside food or drink is permitted in the stadium. Spectators must remain behind the fence at all times. Following the game, students are the only spectators allowed to participate in a fan tunnel. All adult spectators must exit under the grandstand. Students need to stay off the field at all times. Gambling or the use of intoxicating beverages is not permitted in the stadium or on the premises. Howard Wood Field is a smoke-free facility. You are asked to refrain from smoking while in attendance here. Lost and found articles may be claimed or turned in at the field house or ticket booths. There are no passes out of the stadium. Tickets to permit spectators to leave the stadium and return will not be issued. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for attending tonight's game at Howard Wood Field. We hope you enjoy the game. At this time, let's meet our cheerleaders. Beginning with the cheerleaders for the Brookings Bobcats. They are Anna Bishop, Brooklyn Hofteaser, Trinity Clint, Jaslyn Peterson, Hannah Roseland, and Joyce Wu. Cheer coach for the Bobcats is Maggie Stanwyck. And let's meet the cheerleaders for the Washington Warriors. They are Cameron Burgers, Malia Duck, Taylor Erickson, Lexi Goman, Selena Gonzalez, Madeline Jacobson, Ivy Kraft, Addie Madsen, Megan Richardson, and Sarah Snelling. Cheer coach is Cindy Jones, assisted by Allison Parsons. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Washington Warriors. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Howard Wood Field for Warrior football. Tonight, we welcome the team and fans of the Bobcats from Brookings High School. The schools participating in this event are members of the South Dakota High School Activities Association, which has adopted the rules under which this contest is conducted. A strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this activity's success. Washington and Brookings High Schools appreciate your recognition of the values being taught at this educational event. The officials for tonight's game are at referee Justin Ingalls, at umpire Jeremy Grady, at head linesman Jim Johnston, at line judge Darren Berg, and at back judge Gene Struck. These officials are registered by the South Dakota High School Activities Association. They have worked hard to learn the rules and apply them fairly. We request that you respect their honest efforts in administering this contest. Casey Miley, Coordinator of Athletics for the Sioux Falls Public School District, is the host game administrator this evening. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, remove your cap or hat, and pay honor to America with the performance of our national anthem. Tonight, the colors are being presented by the Washington High School Army Junior ROTC Color Guard, including Private First Class Sam Mosier, Private First Class John Dedew, Private First Class Logan Rum, and Private First Class Mohammed Mohammed. We ask that you please remain standing until the colors have been retired from the field. All veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag as the Washington High School Marching Band performs our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's meet our starting lineups. Beginning with the starting offense for the Brookings Bobcats. At a center, a 205-pound junior, number 57, Caden Jacobsma. At a guard, a 315-pound senior, number 54, Gabe Woundedhead. At a guard, a 264-pound senior, number 53, Tucker Christie. At a tackle, a 245-pound junior, number 50, Gus Miller. At a tackle, a 266-pound junior, number 77, Joe Prusa. At a wide receiver, a 150-pound sophomore, number 82, Cole Malum. At a wide receiver, a 140-pound senior, number 3, Isaac Atkin. At a wide receiver, a 166-pound senior, number 19, Jay Wilbur. At a running back, a 175-pound junior, number 21, Carl. At a running back, a 172-pound senior, number 2, Justin Devine. And starting at quarterback for the Bobcats, a 180-pound senior, number 11, Jacob Schoen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Brookings Bobcats, Lee Schmidt. Now let's meet the starting defense for the Washington Warriors. Starting at a nose guard, a 210-pound junior, number 54, Ben Bartling. At a defensive end, a 265-pound senior, number 77, Peyton Newsma. At an end, a 260-pound senior, number 25, Adam Derlin. At an outside linebacker, a 180-pound sophomore, number 33, Randolph Kapai. At an outside linebacker, a 205-pound senior, number 27, Trey Ponto. At an inside linebacker, a 195-pound junior, number 52, Ben Peterson. At an inside linebacker, a 205-pound senior, number 50, Dylan Gard. At a left corner, a 175-pound senior, number 7, Zachy Ledoux. At a right corner, a 175-pound junior, number 29, Freddie Frederick. At a free safety, a 180-pound senior, number 21, Robert Doherty. And at a strong safety, a 185-pound senior, number 5, Nate Freeze. Ladies and gentlemen, the Washington Warriors and their head coach, Chad Statham.
Welcome to Howard Field here for the second game of this doubleheader today. First game we saw possible Dakota Dome matchup this November, and number 1 Roosevelt, number 2 O'Gorman. Number 2 O'Gorman upset Roosevelt 36-0 with a statement win. Here tonight we'll see the possible number 3 seed in the playoffs. This is early, but possible 3 seed in the playoffs. Washington Warriors, the 3-time defending AAA champions. They'll face off against the Brookings Bobcats. And the Warriors this season, 3-2, a 29-0 loss to Roosevelt, a blowout loss, and a close loss to O'Gorman, 42-33. Snapped their 35-game win streak and have shown the Warriors are mortal this season. For Brookings, on the other hand, in AA, they had a good season. They're so far 3-2, including a win against Watertown, who is ranked currently number 4 in the AAA poll. It's always good if you're a AA team, if you can beat a AAA team, especially that AAA team being a possible playoff host this year. Washington, of course, coming off their 41-10 win against Rapid St. Stephen's last week in Rapid. Brookings coming off a 28-0 loss to Pierre Riggs. And we're about to get this one underway here. Washington will kick off. It will be number 6, Luke Behrens, to kick off. And we're underway from Howard Field. Be returned about the 10-yard line. It's 15 to the 20, cuts inside to the 25. And the return is taken down at about the 26-yard line. So here comes this Brookings Bobcats offense, led by their quarterback, number 11, Jacob Schoon, along with running backs Justin Devine and Carter Idom. Carter Idom, number 21, was the return man on that play. And so Brookings will have a 1st and 10 from their own 27 to start this game here. Schoon stands in the shotgun, 2 men next to him, 2 receivers on the left side. Now running back motions out. Schoon hands off up the middle, and he's going to get stuffed for about, I believe, a loss of 1 back to the 26-yard line. That was number 12, Tanner Shepherdson. And so Brookings with 2nd and 10 from the 27. He did get back to the line. Sioux in the shotgun. Trips right. And handoff to Idom. Idom cuts to the right. Gets a hole and gets up to about the 34, 35 yard line. That's a good run by Carter Idom. I'll make it 3rd and short for Brookings. Robert Doherty with the stop for Washington. And a 3rd and 3 from the 34-yard line. Schoen stands in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers on each side of him. On 3rd and 3 from their own 34. Schoen gets snapped, drops back, rolls right under pressure. He's going to try and run himself, and he is. I think got a first down. He trucked number 32. Trucked a Warrior right there, and he's going to get a first down on there. You don't see a quarterback trucking people too often, but yardage need to gain was short, and he felt confident about himself. So Brookings will have a new set of downs, 1st and 10 from their own 37. Schoen stands in the shotgun, or in the pistol. Idom behind him, trips right here. And Schoen handoff to Idom, cuts to the left. Gets to the 40-yard line where he is tackled there by number 33, Randolph Kapai. That's a gain of 4 and set up a 2nd and 6. So a 4-yard run there by Carter Idom. And a 2nd and 6 from their own 41-yard line. Schoen in the gun. Idom to his right. 2 receivers on each side of him. Schoen drops back to pass. Fires over the middle. Dropped. That was almost intercepted by number 21, Robert Doherty, the safety for Washington. It was intended for number 3, Isaac Oatkin. But Doherty drops the interception. And Brookings will have life with 3rd and 6 from their own 41. And see what the refs want to do here. Might be something with spotting. Ball is currently at the 42. It will be moved about. We moved 1 yard back to the 41-yard line, setting up a 3rd and 6. And Schoen will go under center here. You don't see this too often in high school football. And receiver motions. They'll give it. They tried to give it on a reverse to number 3. But the Warriors were not fooled, and Oatkin will get a loss of about 4 there and set up a 4th and 10. And the Bobcats will have to punt. There's a Warrior, I believe he's fine. He's just tying his shoe. So back to return is a combination of Freddie Fredericks and might be Jacob Smith. Or no, that is Jed Anderson. Jed Anderson and Freddie Fredericks will back to return the punt. And that's a high snap. And somehow, number 7, Tyler Cruz, corral that snap and get a punt off, which will be touched down by the Bobcats at the Warrior 32-yard line. So that's where 29-yard line. Excuse me. And that's where Jane Johansson and company are going to set up here. And Tupac Capea tonight against a double-A team looking to solidify himself more and more in the record books, looking more and more likely that he will finish in the top 2 for career all-purpose yards and touchdowns as a South Dakota high school football player. And Johansson starts 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. Capea to his left. And off to Capea up the middle, cuts to the right to the 30. Makes a man miss at the 30 and gets taken down at about the 31-yard line. This is a short gain, set up a 2nd and long for the Warriors. Of course, Jane Johansson comes back for Washington. Jane Johansson since becoming starter, has only one loss, and that was against Roosevelt. He was out with an appendicitis against O'Gorman, and he will stand out the shotgun with Capella to his right. Interesting formation here for Washington. Johansson drops back to throw. Rose steps up, fires right, complete to Anderson on the sideline, makes a man miss at the 45 and gets tackled out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's about a 15-yard gain here and good enough for a Washington first down. Anderson was alone at about the 42-yard line, caught it, made some men miss and got about a 5-yard gain after the catch. So 1st and 10 from their own 48 now. Johansson will stand in the gun. Interesting here, two running backs next to him. One, I believe, is number 42, Dylan. Is that Versailles? See, it's not Dylan Versailles. No, handoff to Capella, cuts to the left, gets a hole at the 50. There's another man missed about 48 to the 45 to the 40 and taken out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. That's a gain of about 14 yards and good enough for another Washington first down. They'll just keep driving down the field here. That's number 46 in the backfield there. And so 1st and 10 from the Brookings 39-yard line. Johansson, interesting formation. He'll stand in the pistol. Handoff to Pay up the middle. Cuts to the right side. And he dives forward to the 36-yard line. Gain of about 3. Set up a 2nd and long. Jade Anderson will check in the game for number 46, Gabe Frericks. And Johansson, who operates mostly out of the shotgun, will continue to do so. 2nd and 8 from Brookings 37. Operates out of the gun, compared to his left. And have to compare up the middle, and he'll cut to the right and make a man miss, break out of the tackle, and get to the 30 pass inside the 30 and tackled at about the 28-yard line. Should be good enough for a Washington first down. It is. They'll move the chains. Washington has really just been driving down the field with these against this Bobcat defense. Credit to Brookings, they did have a solid offensive start. Got a few first downs, but were quickly stopped. And 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the Brookings 28. Johansson on the gun. Capella to his left. And that's a bad snap. Johansson fires, caught by Anderson on the left side to the 20, inside the 20 to the 50-yard line. It looked to be a high snap, possible handoff attempt, but the high snap made Johansson not want to do that, and he decided to throw it instead, but he got Jed Anderson for another Warrior first down, so that works. Johansson out of the shotgun here, hands off to Capella. He'll cut to the left side to the 15, inside the 15 to the 10, and taken down about the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 5, I believe, and they'll make a 2nd and medium, about 2nd and 5. With 6:12 left to play in the first quarter, we're still scoreless here. Washington driving down the field here. Under 6 minutes now to play in the first. Johansson stands in the gun. Capella to his left. 2nd and 5 from the Brookings 10. Anderson motions left to right. And we're going to get a flag on the play, and we'll hear from referee Justin Ingalls. That's a false start on the Warriors tackle, number 79, Jared DeBoer. And they'll make it 2nd and 10 from the Brookings 15-yard line. And Brookings about an hour north of Sioux Falls here. Brought an okay number of fans. A decent student section pocket. Definitely more than what Mitchell brought here 2 weeks ago during homecoming. So 2nd and 10 for Washington. Johansson on the gun. Takes a snap. Fakes the pass. Fires right. Looking end zone for Pearson. He's got it. Touchdown Washington. Jay Johansson gave Pearson, the first-tier football player and basketball standout. Never mind. That was incomplete. My bad. Poor judgment on that one. Looked like it was caught, but Pearson wasn't able to hold on to that. So, it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Washington Warriors here from the Brookings 15-yard line. Johansson stands the gun with Capella to his right. Johansson drops back to pass. Steps up, fires right, looking end zone. And Jed Anderson could not hold on to that. He was defensed on that by Number 3, Isaac Oldkin. And they'll have 4th and 10. We'll see if Washington will go for it or if they'll send out Freddie Fredericks to kick. I think they're going to go for it. Washington kicking situation, they start out with Luke Behrens, a sophomore running back. He wasn't exactly reliable, so they moved to Freddie Fredericks, and they really don't like their kicking game a bit so far this year. But so they'll go for it. 4th and 10 from the Brookings 15. Johansson drops back to pass. Steps up, fires right. Looking end zone. Overthrown. He overthrew number 19, Tyus Hans on that one. Brookings will take over on downs here at their own 15-yard line. Warrior offense looked great going down the field there, but just kind of stalled after the false start on DeBoer. And so Brookings will get another crack at it. Still scoreless here with 5:11 to play in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Sioux operates the shotgun with 2 running backs on each side of him. And up the middle to Idom. He'll break a tackle and get to about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7, sub-second short. And back to that previous Washington drive, Johansson had a pass that appeared to be a touchdown to Pearson, but he must not have held on, or his feet must not have been in bounds because it was easily ruled not a catch. But Brookings will have 2nd for toss to Idom. He'll go to the left, and he will get a 1st down to about the 25-yard line. And Brookings, give credit, their offense hasn't looked completely stale against one of these top-rated AAA teams, the Washington Warriors. Like I said, Brookings has proven they can hold their own. They beat number 4 ranked Watertown 27-14. Watertown having a good year. They could possibly host a playoff game if the standings stay the way they are, but it's 1st and 10 for Brookings. And Sioux fires right complete and has a running back. I believe he's taken down about the 28-yard line. That's it's a short gain. I was looking at, it was 21, excuse me, Carter Idom. And it'll be 2nd and long for Washington, or Brookings. So 2nd and 9 from their own 27-yard line. So Sioux will operate in the gun. Idom behind him, behind him. Now he motions to his right, trips left here at the bottom of your screen. Handoff to Idom up the middle. He gets a huge hole and fumbles the ball. And Idom had about a 4-yard gain, but he fumbled. And see where the refs rule. That's Warrior football. And Carter Idom just had a possible costly fumble there. No, it's early, but when you're a AA team, you got to get this momentum against a AAA team, and you cannot fumble inside your own 40-yard line. Be at the 31. So good job by the Warriors forcing and recovering that fumble. Now Johansson and company come back out after being stopped on 4 downs from the Brookings 15. And they'll have a 1st and 10 from the Brookings 31. Johansson stands in the gun with Capella to his left. Interesting formation here for the Warriors. Johansson, high snap again, handoff to Capella. Cuts to the right, to 30, inside 30 to the 25. Tackled out to 25. So we've seen snaps. I believe the center is Carson Wilson. He's had a couple of not constantly high snaps, but just ones where Johansson had to do a quick jump and disrupted the normal motion of the play there. But Capella still gets a gain of 6 and make it 2nd and 4 from the 25-yard line. And Johansson operates out of the shotgun with Capella to his left, now to his right. 2 receivers on the left. Gabe Pearson at the bottom of the screen on the right. And handoff to Capella. He cuts to the left. Makes a man miss inside the 25. Capella tackled it down about the 20-yard line. That should give the Warriors a 1st down. See where the refs mark it, and it does. 1st down Washington. They're now in the red zone, I believe. Yep, 1st and 10, exactly in the red zone from the 20-yard line here. So they'll have 1st and 10 from the Brookings 20. Johansson operates out of the shotgun with Capella behind him. Interesting formation here. We usually use Capella beside him. Tyus Hansen motions from left to right, and we're going to get a flag. It's a timeout. And Washington calls a timeout. It's 0-0 here. 2:20 left in the first quarter. Washington has it 1st and 10 from the Brookings 20. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football on K-Learn.
SDN is the premier business broadband provider with 45,000 miles of fiber optics reaching into 8 states. We specialize in connecting companies with multiple locations. SDN leads the market in managed cybersecurity solutions. Howard Wood Field Wi-Fi provided by SDN Communications.
Welcome back to Howard Field here. Washington Warriors and Brookings Bobcats tied at 0 with 2:20 left to play in the first quarter. And Washington has it 1st and 10 from the Brookings 20-yard line here. Johansson operates out of the shotgun with Capella to his right. Hand off to Capella up the middle. He gets inside 20, 15 inside the 15, cuts to the right and tackle it at about the 10-yard line. That should be either just short of the first down or another first down for Washington. They'll make it 2nd and short. Tackle there made by number 88, Jay Schifrick for Bobcats. And Washington will have a 2nd and short. Second one from the 11. Hand off Capella up the middle. They just keep running with Tubok. Here he gets inside the 5-yard line, tackled about the 3. That's good enough for a 1st and goal now for Washington. And they have just been all Capella on this drive here. He's doing good so far for Washington. So, the 1st and goal from the 3-yard line here. Hand off to Pay up the middle, cuts inside, touchdown Washington. This time it is a touchdown for the Warriors. And Tubok Capella scores another rushing touchdown for Washington. He is their all-time career rushing touchdown leader. And not surprising why. So Washington take a 6-0 here. Freddie Fredericks on to attempt the extra point. Dylan Madsen to hold. Snap good, spot down, kick by Fredericks is up, and it is good. And Washington will take a 7-0 lead here over the Bobcats. 1:23 left in the first quarter. You're watching high school football on K-Learn. Welcome back to Howard Field here. Washington leading Brookings 7-0 with 1:23 to play in the first quarter after a 5-play, 31-yard drive. Ended with a Tubok Capella 3-yard touchdown run in. Barons kicks this one off. And there'll be a short return to ball at 15 to the 20, and tackled at the 25-yard line is Carter Idem for the Bobcats. And so Brookings will take over here. 1st and 10 from their 25-yard line after Carter Idem fumbled on their last offensive possession at their own 31, which led Washington to have the 5-play drive, which led to the touchdown. So 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line here. Sioux now the shotgun. Idem to his right, trips left. Hand off to Idem. That's a quarterback keeper by Sioux, and he will break out of a tackle and stumble forward back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one for Sioux. see how it seems like a lot of more rushing quarterbacks are in South Dakota this year. You look at Jane Johansson ran quite a bit in their first game against Brandon, but had a few costly fumbles in the Roosevelt game, and it's not ran a lot since. Zach Norton, of course, for O'Gorman, a real star runner right there. He wins games with his legs. And 2nd 10 for Brookings from their own 26-yard line. Sioux out of the shotgun. Item motions. Sioux quick screen to, that's 22, Justin Devine, and he gets swallowed up at the 25-yard line. Yeah, loss of 1. And that'll set up 3rd and 10. Another running quarterback that's notable this year is Keel Nelson from Mitchell. And what's notable about Keel is he seems to really not be afraid of taking hits. He'll just run up the middle, quarterback draws. And it's like that. It's a gutsy quarterback. I believe he's going to Dakota Wesleyan, but I can't confirm that. And I think we're getting a timeout here. Oh, excuse me. That's the end of the first quarter. My bad. Washington leading 7-0 here. Brookings will have it 3rd and 10 from their own 26. When we come back, you're watching high school football on K-Learn. Welcome back to Howard Field here. Brookings faces 3rd and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Sioux will toss it to Idom, and Idom just gets, actually breaks off a tackle, but gets tackled by 2 Warriors. Number 33, Randolph Kapai, number 25, Adam Derland. That he will lose 3 yards, make it 4th and 13. So, on a punt for Brookings is number 7, Tyler Kreutner. Back to return is the duo of Jed Anderson and Freddie Fredericks for Washington. Kreutner standing back at his own 8-yard line. And a high snap. Again, he has to catch it with one hand. And, amazing by Tyler Kreutner here. He's had 2 punts as this one will bounce down to the Warrior 33-yard line. He's done great. He's had 2 high snaps. This long snapping has just not been there for Brookings tonight. Need Corrals that one with one hand and still gets it off and still gets a good yard. It hasn't gotten any of them blocked yet, so hopefully Brookings can fix that. But so far, Kreutner's been making do with what he has. And out comes Jane Johansson and company again for the Warriors. They'll have a 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Johansson operates out of the shotgun with Capella to his left, 2 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. 1st and 10 from their own 34. Johansson, quarterback keeper, rolls left, tipped, and incomplete. That was tipped by number 88, Jay Stisvik. It was intended. I believe that was 81, Gabe Pearson. And 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Johansson operates out of the shotgun. And off to pay on the right. He'll get a hole, cuts to the right to the 40. Tackled at the 42-yard line. That should be good enough to make it a 3rd and short. Make it 3rd and 1 from the 43-yard line. And so, 3rd and 1 from their own 43. Johansson out of the shotgun. Capella to his left. 2 receivers on the right. Handoff Capella up the middle. He gets out of the cuts to the left. Makes another miss, and he gets tackled there by number 44. That might have been a fumble. Brookings saying that's a fumble. And see what the refs say. I don't think they're going to call it a fumble, but it's definitely a loss of yardage, and will make it 4th and about medium. Brookings really thin. But so they're going to keep a Washington ball here. Make it 4th and short. That was a great tackle by number 44, Brady Amon. See what the refs are doing here.
Leader walking back. Offense. Brady 1. The penalty decline. 4th down.
So that was illegal blocking back by offense number 81, Gabe Pearson, wide receiver. I'll make it 4th and 2 from the 42, and Washington will send out Luke Behrens in the punting unit. Back to return for Brookings is a duo, as we've seen in high school here a lot. 2 punt returners. Number 10, Walker Resman, along with another Bobcat back there, and Behrens almost gets that one blocked, but gets it up. It'll drop at the 36 and bounce out at the 36. So Brookings will start the ball 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line, down 7-0 with 10:02 to play here in the second quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football on K-Learn. Welcome back to Howard Field here. 1st and 10 for Brookings. Sioux goes back pass, fires left, overthrown and intercept. Is that intercepted? No, that's going to be incomplete. But there's going to be, that's incomplete. That was intended for number 4, Preston Hembold. I believe that was Freddie Fredericks who almost had the interception there. Just couldn't corral it. It was a poor pass by Sioux there. And so we'll have 2nd and 10. Brookings will have 2nd and 10 from their own 36-yard line. And Sioux will operate. Ball's exactly on the right hash mark here. Sioux operates in the pistol with Ida behind him. Trips to the left here. On 2nd and 10, Sioux hand off to Item on left side, gets 35 and stopped there by a duo of Warriors, including number 27, Trey Ponto. I'll make it 3rd and long for the Bobcats here. And the Bobcats facing a 3rd and 10 here from their own 36-yard line. Checking out of the game is number 15, Rhett Zielinski. And checking in, I believe, is number 14, Jackson Krogman. And 3rd and 10 here. Sioux operates out of the shotgun. Item motions to the left here. And Sioux fires deep left side. That's caught. That's going to be hauled in. And that's going to be a 1st down for Brookings. Caught by number 19, Jay Wilbur. That was a great pass by Sioux there. And that'll set him up at the 37-yard line. That is a gain of about 25-ish, give or take a few yards. And 1st and 10 now for Bobcats. Biggest play of the game so far for them. From the Washington 37-yard line, Sioux operates in the gun. Item to his left, trips right here. And hand off to Item up the middle, gets 35 to 30. Huge hold to 25 to 20 to 15 to the 10. Tackled inside the 10-yard line is Carter Item. Brookings has 2 huge momentum plays here that will give him a 1st and goal. And from the 9-yard line, 2 big plays there, exposing this Washington defense, both through the air and on the ground. And a 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Sioux operates out of the shotgun with Item to his right. Trips right here. 8:20 counting left to play in the second quarter. Sioux gets a snap. Rolls right under pressure. Looking for a man. He's going to keep it himself, and he will get tackled at the 10-yard line by number 25, Adam Durland. It's a loss of 1. 2nd and goal. No one was open there. Great job by the Warrior defenders to really close down the coverage and make sure. But Sioux is not afraid to run, and he thought he could still get something. Instead, he lost 1. Probably could have thrown it away there. It'll be actually spot at the 11-yard line. That's a loss of 2 yards. Still second and goal, though. Brookings really needs to convert this year if they want to stay in this game. You need these momentum swings against these big teams. Second and goal from the 11. Sioux operates in the pistol. Item behind him. Interesting formation here for the Bobcats. Sioux gets snap and a fumbled snap. Item picks it up, and he gets tackled about the 12-yard line. So another loss of yardage, but Brookings keeps possession, which is important for them. Obviously, you want to keep possession over everything. And 2 huge plays by the Bobcat offense have been met by 2 huge plays by the Warrior defense. And Brookings will call a timeout here, third and goal from the 12-yard line. We'll be right back here with 7:16 left to play in the second quarter. You're watching high school football on K-Learn.
Leverage their experience, scientific discoveries, cutting-edge technology, and commitment to keep athletes safe while improving every aspect of their performance.
Welcome back to Howard Field here. Brookings with a big third and goal from the Washington 12-yard line, trailing 7-0 here. 7:16 play in the second quarter. Sioux operates out of the shotgun with Iden to his right. On third and goal, Sioux drops back to pass. Looks, fires over the middle. Touchdown Bobcats. Sioux to number 19, Jay Wilbur. And Brookings is keeping this one close here. Defense has looked pretty good. Offense looking good here, scoring touchdown, obviously. And they'll have number 2, I believe that's Justin Devine kick the extra point here, try and tie it up here with 7:11 to play in the second quarter. Snap, good spot down, kick on the way. It's got the distance, and it's good. Brookings Bobcats drive down the field. They're on a nice drive, and they will tie the game here at 7 with 7:11 to play in the second quarter. We'll be right back here from Howard Wood Field.
Scoring drive by the Bobcats, 7 plays, covered 64 yards in 2 minutes 49 seconds. And ended with the pass play to Jay Wilburn. Point after by Justin Devine was good. 7 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the half.
Welcome back to Howard Field here. That was a 7-play, 64-yard drive. A huge pass from Sioux and a huge run by Idem set up the 12-yard touchdown pass from Sioux to Wilbur, making it 7-7 here. All tied up, Washington Brookings with 7:11 to play in the half. End zone kickoff will be number 2, Justin Devine. And kickoff. Short kick returned at the 23 and to the 30, past the 30, and taken out of bounds at the 33-yard line is not your normal return to number 33, Randolph Kapai, sophomore running back / linebacker. And so here comes Johansson Company. They had a great drive. It was a short drive though. They got the ball from 31. Other than that, they've been forced into punts and turnover on downs. Bobcat defense holding their own so far here. Well, the West Warrior offense will start with 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line with 7:05 play in the half. Johansson to his right. 2 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. Hand off Capay up the middle, and he gets taken down back at the 34-yard line. That's a loss of 2. And Brookings with a little momentum here. So 2nd and 12 from their own 34. Johansson out of the gun. Capay to his right. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Johansson Gets a low snap, play action fake. Steps up, fires right, open, and complete across to the Brookings 40-yard line. 19 ties Hansen. And that is good enough for a game 3. Give or take a few yards. So Washington has 1st and 10 from their 40. Going no huddle. Johansson drops back. Steps up, fires deep. Right side. That's complete, I believe. That's complete. Number 10, Dylan Madsen in Washington has had 2 huge plays in the air by Johansson to Hansen and Madsen. And they'll be set up in the Bobcat red zone here. 1st and 10. The Brookings 17-yard line. Johansson operates out of the gun compared to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Johansson gets a snap, handoff way up the middle, cuts to the right, bounces off a man, fumbles at the 15-yard line, and I think that's Washington ball. There's not too much excitement on the field there. It will stay Washington ball. So that will be a short gain, and make it 2nd and long from the 2nd 7 from the 14-yard line here. And Johansson looks over, see what the play call is from Coach Chad Statham. And 2nd and 7 from the 14-yard line. Johansson operates out of the gun here. Compared to his right, trips left. Gabe Pearson low on top of your screen here. Johansson drops back to throw. Steps up, fires to Pearson. End zone. Incomplete. Pearson tried to make a great one-handed catch there. Could not. Ball was a little high. It'll be 3rd and 7 from the 14. And number 1, Sam Lehman, was there on defense for the Brookings Bobcats. So 3rd and 7 from the 14-yard line. Johansson operates out of the shotgun. Capella behind him. I'm sure he will probably motion here. 2 receivers on the end here. Interesting formation for Washington. Tupac still behind him. That's what they'll do. Hand off Tupac on the left side. Makes a man miss and gets tackled at the 10-yard line. That's going to make it 4th and short. Let's see if Washington wants to go for it or kick the field goal at the 10-yard line with 4th and short with 5:13 and counting play in the second. The offense is staying on the field here. 4th and 3 from the 10-yard line. They're going to go for it. So 4th and 3 from the Brookings 10-yard line. Johansson on the gun. Capella to his right. 2 receivers. And on 4th and 3, Johansson hands off to Capella up the middle. And he's going to get enough for the first down. Plows through. I believe that's a first down. It is. Barely. And we have an injured Bobcat on the field. He's rolling around there. He's obviously very much uncomfortable and in very much pain. And here come the trainers. We're going to leave you here. 7-7 here, 4:43 left to play in the second quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football on K-Learn.
Reach your bar. Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to Howard Field here. The injured player is number 10, Walker Resman, a senior linebacker here. And he will, it's not number 10, it's number 44. I'm sorry, it's Brady Amon, the junior linebacker. He walks off under his own power, looks okay. So watching with 1st and goal from the 6-yard line, Johansson operates out of the gun with Capella to his left. A receiver on each side. The clock starts again, 4:40 and counting. Johansson, handoff Capella up the middle. Makes a man miss, cuts up the middle, and touchdown to Washington. Tupac Capella, 6-yard touchdown run will give the Warriors a 13-7 lead over the Bobcats with 4:36 to play in the second quarter. And that Washington drive looked like it was possibly starting to stall, and Johansson unloaded 2 great passes, one to Tyus Hansen and one to Dylan Madsen to really bring him down the field. They converted the 4th and short. Capella, and now Capella leads him to another touchdown. And Freddie Fredericks will be on to kick the extra point here for the Warriors. Snap good, spot down. Fredericks' kick is on the way. It is good. And the Warriors, with a nice drive there, make it 14-7 here over Brookings with 4:36 to play in the second quarter. And we'll be right back here from Howard Field. Welcome back to Hardwood Field here. That was a 2-minute, 29-second drive, 8 plays, 64 yards, ended with a 2-buck-pay, 6-yard touchdown run for the Warriors. And the Bobcats will get the ball back with 4:36 to play in the half. Luke Barron's the kickoff here for the Warriors. Bobcats have 2 men there back to receive. I believe one is Carter Idom. This one's deep. Turnbull at the 14 to the 20 to 25, cuts to the 30, and that's Adam Devine getting up to about the 38-yard line. That's a good return. A lot of short kicks here tonight by both teams. And Brookings will be set up 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line with 4:28 to play in the second quarter. And Brookings, of course, got the ball to start. So it'll be interesting to see if they can score for a half because they don't get the ball to start. And handoff on a reverse to number 4. He's going to get 42-yard line. That's number 4, Preston Helmbolt. And that'll be a gain of about 5 here. Set up a second and medium. 5-yard gain, second and 5 from the 42-yard line for the Bobcat offense. Sioux will go under center here. Don't see this too often. With Idom behind him. And receiver motions. And hand off to Idom on the left side to the 45 to the 50. Cuts across 50 to the 48-yard line. That's good enough for a first down for Brookings. Carter Idom has had some pretty good runs here, including a huge explosive one on their last drive. That ultimately led to a Bobcat touchdown. And so Brookings will have 1st and 10 from the Washington 48-yard line. 3:32 and counting play in the second quarter. Down 14-7 to Washington. Sioux stands under center with Idom behind him. 2 receivers on the right. Receiver motions. And they're trying to give it to number 4, Preston Helmbold again on a reverse, but we'll see what it is. And that play gets blown dead after a false start by number 50, Gus Miller, the offensive lineman. Make it 1st and 15. Brookings backed up to their own 47-yard line. See if Washington allows them back into their territory on this drive. So 1st and 15 with 3:10 and counting to play in the second quarter from their own 47. Sioux under center. Idom behind him. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Helmbolt motions. Hand off to Idom on the left side. Cuts to the 50-yard line. That's good enough for about a 3-yard gain. They'll set up 2nd and 12 around there. Adam Derlin with the tackle there. So it'll be 2nd and 12 from exactly midfield. Possibly just over into Washington territory. 2:35 and counting play in the quarter. Sioux in the shotgun with 2 men in the backfield with him, 2 receivers on the right. Now with trips right. And Sioux drops back pass, fires deep right. And that is caught. That is caught by number 19, Jay Wilbur. He wrestles that away from Nate Freese, a safety, and makes a great catch for Brookings outside up at the 21-yard line. So a gain of 29 on that play. Sioux has had some good deep passes this game. And actually, Wilbur got out of that tackle. Was able to almost go, but got tackled from behind. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Sioux operates out of the shotgun. and off to Item up the middle, gets inside the 20, fights to about the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 2 or 3 yards, set up second and long. Under 2 minutes to play in the second quarter here. Bobcats trying to score and tie it up before half, which would be huge momentum going into the half to be tied with number 3 Washington in the division above you. And to 2nd and 7 from the 18-yard line. Sioux out of the gun, Item to his right, trips left. Sioux gets a snap, fires quick receiver screen, caught at the 20 and taken down as Preston Helmbolt. And that'll be a loss of 2, I believe, make it 3rd and long. With 1:20, and refs are going to blow the whistles here at 1:19. And we're going to get a Brookings timeout here with 1:19 to play in second quarter. Washington up 14-7. Brookings facing a 3rd and 10 from the Washington 21. And if you're Brookings, you've had some great offensive drives here. Sioux has had a good arm on some of these plays. You can't afford to not at least get some points right before half. Because, like I said, with these matchups, you cannot give up momentum at all. You have to fight tooth and nail here and not let up at all if you want to stay close and possibly win. Else Washington will just start steamrolling just like any other AAA team here. And 3rd and 10 from the Washington 21-yard line, 1:19 to play, down by 7. Sioux operates on the shotgun with Item to his right, trips on the left. Lone receiver on the bottom of your screen there to the right. Sioux gets a snap, drops back, steps up, fires over the middle, incomplete. It was looking for number 4, Preston Helmbolt. He was not able to hold on to that. And it'll make it 4th and 10 from the 21-yard line. You could try a 38-yard field goal left hash, but I don't think Brookings is going to do that. No, they will go for it. With 1:14 to play in the half. Down by 7, 4th and 10 from the Washington 21-yard line. They don't want to have Divine kick a 38-yard field goal from here. And it's understandable. Not a ton of kicking strength has been shown off by either of these teams tonight. No kickoff has reached the end zone so far. And there is no wind to blame for that factor. It's a pretty calm night here at Hardwood Field. We're going to get another Brookings timeout here. That's our final timeout of the half with 1:14 to play. And we'll be right back from Hardwood Field. Welcome back to Hardwood Field here. Brookings facing a 4th and 10 from the Washington 21-yard line with 1:14 to play in the second half. They will send out the field goal unit. Adam Devine will kick 38 yards left hash here. Long field goal attempt for Devine. We'll see if Washington ready for a possible fake here. Snap, good spot down, kick on the way. It's going to be short. I believe it started on the left, curled to the right. I believe it would have been good direction-wise, but just short, about 4 yards short of the goalpost. And so Washington will take over here, up 14-7 with 1:11 to play in the second quarter. And we'll see. They have 80 yards to go here and 2 timeouts. We'll see if Washington tries to go down the field, or they do, I believe, get the ball. Start the second half. So maybe they're not, but Johansson will start out the shotgun. Capello to his right, trips left. Johansson half, Capello up the middle. He'll get to 25, out to the 30, to the 34-yard line, and out of bounds. 14-yard run by there, Capello with 1:02 left. Good running play there. I think you possibly take some shots here if you're Washington. I mean, you're up. And Johansson will operate out of the shotgun here with Capello to his right here. 1:02 to play. trips left. And Johansson gets a snap, handoff pay up the middle. Cuts to the left to the 35. Cuts left to left again and gets taken down 37-yard line. Gain of 3. 54 seconds of counting. See if Washington tries to run a hurry up here. Justin Vine with the stop there for Brookings, and Washington will operate here. 43 seconds of counting. Johansson on the gun with Creators right. 2nd 7 from their own 37. Handoff to Clay up the middle there. Not really trying for anything here. Tupac breaks the tackle, gets to the 42-yard line. And that clock will run under 30 seconds. Washington, if they could have gotten a few decent runs from Capella there, they might have taken a few shots, but they don't want to risk anything here. Give Shooten that arm another chance to score. 3rd and 1 from their own 43. Johansson out of the gun. Hand off to Capella up the middle. He will cut to the left and be tackled at the 44-yard line. And that's where we're going to end the half, I believe. Or? They're on the clock. Washington Warriors lead the Brookings Bobcats here 14-7, a surprisingly close game. Washington will call a timeout here with 3 seconds to play in the half. 1st and 10 from their 44. Might be trying for a Hail Mary or something. I do not believe Johansson's arm is good enough to get down to the end zone from the 44, so they might be trying some trickery here. Either way, it's 14-7 Warriors. Brookings staying in this, which is good for them. They're going to try and please their select number of fans and decent pocket student little pocket of a student section there who have drove the hour to watch their team play. So 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. This will be the final play of the half. Johansson on the gun. Pair to his right. Trips right here. Johansson gets a snap, drops back, rolls right. Under pressure, he's not going to have that much time. Fires deep right, incomplete. On the sideline, that was number 88, Jay Sisfrick, chasing Johansson. That prevented a proper Hail Mary from being thrown there. Washington outrunning the Bobcats 108-68, now passing 78-66. Only 46 more yards on offense for the Warriors. But this is a good game by Brookings, keeping it close. Only 7 points. Very doable game here. And Brookings has been shown to be able to take on some top AAA teams here, beating Watertown earlier in the season. It'll be interesting to see how the second half goes in this game. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football on K-Learn.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the 2018 Warrior Marching Band and their 2018 production entitled Koya Nizkotsi. Drawing its title from the Hopi language meaning life out of balance, Koya Nizkotsi is a renowned documentary, circa 1982, that shows how humanity has grown away from nature. Featuring extensive footage of natural landscapes, elemental forces, the film gives way to images of technology, humans, and modern civilizations. The film has no narration and ultimately tells its story through a series of images and music. Presenting the music of award-winning composer Philip Glass, the Washington Warriors will take you on a transformational journey, showing what destruction can occur when humans and technology are introduced to nature in all of its beauty. Drum majors Andrew Deaver, Mariska Garath, and Emmanuel Michael. Is your band ready? Washington Warrior Marching Band, you may now take the field. An exhibition performance of Koya Nizkotsi. Ladies and gentlemen, the Warrior Marching Band and their 2018 show, Koya Niskatsi. Warrior Marching Band will be in competition again tomorrow as they head south to the Sioux City Marching Competition. Then in 2 weeks, the Festival of Bands here in Sioux Falls. Don't miss it.
welcome back to Hardwood Field here. And it's 14-7 here, Washington over Brookings. We're just about to kick off third quarter. And some stats from this game here. Washington winning the first down battle 11-6. Outrushing the Bobcats 108-68. Outpassing them 186-134. Third downs they've been working on too. Pretty good. 5 yards of penalties for each team, so they've been keeping track of penalties. An overall, very evenly matched game here. Washington up by 7 here. Brookings to kick off here. This will be Adam Devine to kick off for the Bobcats. Johansson tonight 4 of 10, 78 yards. Capella 21 rushes, 108, 2 scores. Jay Anderson 2 catches, 29 yards. And Bobcats, for them, Sioux 6 of 9 for 66 yards and touchdown. Carter Idem 11 rushes, 69 yards. And Brookings kicks this one off. Be returnable by... Oh, actually, that one bounces into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. Freddie Fredericks kind of let that one go by him. Leading receiver is Jay Wilbur, 3 catches, 67 yards and touchdown. Notable score also going on right now over in Brandon. The Lynx lead Rapid City Stevens 34-17. So Brandon looking to be taking care of business over there. Well, then we'll go back to this game here, and we'll start with Washington. We'll have the ball to start the second half. And they'll start with Johansson out of the shotgun with Capella to his right. 2 receivers on each side of him, 1st and 10 from the 20. Johansson handoff Capella up the middle to the 25 and gets taken down at the 29-yard line by number 10, Walker Resman. So it's good enough for a gain of 9, make it 2nd and short. And this Warrior offense, they had some nice touchdown drives. One that they started the ball, got the ball at Brookings 31 and just ran with Capella down the field. Another one, Johansson had 2 big completions to Madsen, set up and scored on a Capella touchdown run. Capella gets the ball here, cuts across the 30, gets to the 31, 32-yard line. That's good enough for a Washington first down here. Meanwhile, the Bobcats had a great drive, 2 huge plays. One a pass from Sioux and another a run by Idem. And they had a chance with about a minute left in the half to score. They could not. Settled for a 38-yard field goal that was missed short. And this is where we are now as Johansson drops back, pass, fires left. And that's caught by Gabe Pearson. A great catch by Gabe Pearson there. And that will set them up. That is a gain of, I believe, 22 yards there. And 1st and 10 from the 45. Johansson stands in the shotgun. Gets a snap, handoff, play up the middle. And he gets taken down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 2. Make it 2nd and long. Johansson really been silent tonight, as we said earlier with those stats. No touchdown passes, and about 4 of 10 passing. But he's being bailed out here by Capella. So 2nd and 8 from the 43-yard line. Johansson on the gun here with Capella to his right. Handoff Capella left side. Gets to the inside the 40 and tackled about the 36-yard line. That'll be just short of a first down, I believe. Make it 3rd and short for the Warriors. Justin Devine with the tackle there. 3rd and 3 from the 38-yard line. Brookings trying to get a good stop here. Warriors trying to keep moving the ball. Johansson on the gun. Capella to his left. 2 receivers on the left. Handoff Capella up the middle. He'll go first on 35 inside the 30 to the 25 inside the 25, taking down the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 15. Good enough for a Washington first down. And Tupac Capella is tackled by Walker Resman, but that's good enough for a huge run and a first down. Ball will be spotted at the 24, That's a gain of 14 for Capella. And with 9:57 and counting in the third quarter, Johansson operates out of the shotgun. Capella to his left. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Johansson hands off up the middle of Capella. Cuts to the left and gets inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. It's good enough to gain about 5 or 6. I'll make it second and medium for the Warriors here. They have gone right down the field here. Great catch by Gabe Pearson on the left side. Gabe Pearson, one of the most interesting stories out of Washington this year, as he had not played football at all for Washington and decided to play this year. Score all the touchdowns in a preseason practice game, South Dakota game, which was pretty impressive. And Johansson, 2nd and 5 from the 19. Handoff Capella. That's a keeper by Johansson. He'll get inside the 10-5. Touchdown, Jaden Johansson. A 19-yard quarterback keeper on the left. And I had just said earlier in this game, Johansson ran on that first Brandon game. Hasn't since the Rosie game where he had a fumble there and opens up the quarterback running game right there. 19-yard touchdown run by Johansson. Give Washington a 20-7 lead here. With 9:08 to play in the third quarter, and Freddie Fredericks will attempt the extra point. Make it 21-7. Snap good, spot down. Kick by Fredericks is blocked, partially blocked. It is good. So, the Washington Warriors take a 21-7 lead here early in the third quarter, and we'll see how Jacob Sioux and the Bobcats offense can respond to this. And as I've said this whole game, this AA versus AAA, you need to have momentum if you're Brookings. You're down by 2 scores. You can still tie it up here. If you just go out there and have a stale offense and Washington just comes right back with that kind of offensive drive, you're gonna be looking at an end of the game pretty early here. So kicking off will be Luke Behrens for the Warriors. That drive was an 8-play, 80-yard drive that lasted 2 minutes and 49 seconds, and with a 19-yard touchdown run by Jaden Johansson. And Behrens kick off here for Washington. And deep one. Turn about the 6. To the 15 to the 20, across the 20 to 25, across the 25, and taken down at about the 26-yard line. I believe that is number 14. Jackson Krogman. So, with the 9 minutes even to play in the third quarter, here comes Sioux and the Bobcats offense. See, Brookings not phased by AAA teams. They beat Watertown 27-14. Watertown is having a sneaky good season. Will probably host a playoff game. But back to this game as Sioux stands under center. Handoff item on the left side. And he gets stood up about 30-yard line. That'll be a short gain, make it 2nd and long. And Sioux has had some impressive deep throws today. We'll see if they test out his arm again this drive. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 31-yard line. 8:35 and counting in the third quarter. Sioux stands in the shotgun with item to his right. 2 receivers on each side of him. Sioux gets a snap. Quick throw right side, incomplete. Trying to get to number 3, Isaac Oldkin there. Pass defense by Randolph Kapai. And they'll make it 3rd and 8 from the 31-yard line. See if Brookings can pick up a big first down here, or if the offense goes stale when they need it the most. So 3rd and 8 from their own 31-yard line. Sioux operates out of the shotgun with item to his right. 2 receivers left, 1 right. 8:22 to play in the third quarter. Sioux gets a snap, handoff item up the middle. He gets across 35 to 36-yard line. That'll be short. Make it 4th and short. And inside your own 40, I gotta believe Brookings will punt here. And they will. On comes a punting unit led by number 7, Tyler Kreutner. Now, Kreutner has had 2 punts already today. Both have been high snaps as he's had to amazingly corral and has punted off both without any problems. We'll see if they fix the long snapping issues here. Warriors might be trying to go for a block here after seeing these malfunctions. And it's another high snap. Not as bad as the last one, but I'll be punted and be caught at the 28. Fair catch by number 12, Jed Anderson. And that's where the Washington Warriors offense will set up shop here. The Warriors had a nice drive to start the third quarter. Scored a touchdown. Johansson using his legs with a 19-yard touchdown run to the left. And we'll see if they can continue this momentum. If they score here, Brookings will probably start to fall down the path that most of these small schools face. Lose the momentum and you end up losing the game. So pretty big drive here. Johansson operates out the shotgun with Capella behind him. Bunches here and hand off to Capella up the middle to 35 and taken down at about the 38-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 9, I believe, if make it second and short. Logan Bowes with the tackle there. Second one for their 38-yard line. Johansson, the pistol bunches here. A lot of interesting formation Washington tonight. Handoff pay up the middle. He breaks across 40-yard line for a first down to about the 42, 43-yard line, gain of around 5. Warriors always operate with Johansson on the shotgun. A lot of times you see trips. A lot of times you see 2 on each side. We've seen some bunches, and we see bunches again right now. Johansson will operate from the 43-yard line, first and 10. Pea goes behind him. Usually he's to his right or left. This time he'll go behind him. And Johansson drops back to pass, steps up, fires deep. Right side looking. Jed Anderson intercepted. Intercepted from at the 30 to 40, and outbounds at the 42-yard line. That's on 14, Jackson Krogman, the defensive back there. And Johansson goes deep for Anderson. Anderson chimes Krogman and the Bobcats defense. And the Bobcats will have a huge turnover there when you need this momentum. And we'll see if they can keep that going on offense here. And, you know, Washington's trying to make some big plays there, but there was double coverage there. And just might not have been the smartest throw there, but so Brookings will get a first and 10 from their own 43-yard line here. 6:39 to play left in third quarter, trailing 21-7 to the high-powered Washington Warriors. Sioux stands out of the shotgun with Iden to his right, trips right. Sioux as receiver motions right to left. He gets a snap, drops back to pass, fires over the middle, complete. That's caught at the 44-yard line by number 19, Jay Wilbur. That'll be a gain of about 12 yards. Set up another Bobcat first down 10. And so the Bobcats first and 10 from the Washington 45-yard line. 6:15 to play in the third quarter and counting. Sioux hands off item, cuts to the left and gets thrown down at the 42-yard line. Tackle made there quickly. I believe that's number 50, Dylan Guard. And so we'll have 2nd and 8 for the Bobcats here from the Washington 43-yard line. Sioux operates in the shotgun, trips right, item to his left. On 2nd and 8, Sioux gets a snap, drops back pass, quick throw right side, complete. And diving across to the 40-yard line is number 12, Tanner Shepardson. And what looked like a possible incompletion or being shut down at the line gains 3 yards. Will make it 3rd and 5 from the 40-yard line. If you're Brookings, I think this is 4-down territory. I know there's 5 minutes to play in third quarter, but you don't know if you're going to be able to hold Washington again. And it'll probably be a 4th and short if they don't convert this 3rd down. Still 3rd down here as Sioux stands in the gun with Iden to his right. Trips on the left. Receiver motions left to right. Gets a snap. Sioux back throw. Left side complete to number 4, Preston Helmbolt. And that might be good enough for a first down. And it is. Move those chains here. And Brookings is starting to look a little in business here. 4:56 left to play in the third quarter. Washington making many defensive substitutions here. 3 in, 3 out. And with 4:48 and counting to play in the third quarter, Washington's up 21-7. Brookings has it 1st and 10 from the Washington 35. Shooting out the shotgun with Iden to his left. Handoff item up the middle, cuts to the right, and gets thrown down at the 37-yard line. That is a loss of 2 yards. Number 33, Randolph Kapai, the linebacker. He's made some good plays tonight. And it'll be 2nd and 12 for this Bobcat offense from the Warrior 37-yard line. Quick substitution made. Number 15, Rhett Zielinski comes in, the junior wide receiver. And Schoen stands in the shotgun, under center, with item behind him. Receiver motions right to left. They'll give it to the receiver, and he'll dive across the 40-yard line to about the 38-yard line. It's number 4, Preston Helmbolt. That'll be about a lot, possibly a loss of 1 or a loss of 2. Ooh. 3rd and 14 for the Bobcats from the 39-yard line. Something I've noticed about Brookings, you don't see this a lot in South Dakota high school football. They're working under center here. You see a lot of shotgun offenses, mostly shotgun, but super majority shotgun offenses, probably 90%. And Brookings has been running has shifted from shotgun and under center here tonight, and it's worked out okay for them. And they face a 3rd and 14 from the Washington 39, Schoen in the shotgun with item to his right, trips right. Receiver motions right to left to make it 2 receivers on each side. Schoen gets a snap, drops back to pass. Under pressure, and gets out of the sack, rolls right, still alive. Gets out of another sack and dives across the 38-yard line. That'll gain a 1, be 4th and long. But he got out of a 2-man sack that included number 27, Trey Ponto, that was able to shake away Peyton Newsma, the defensive lineman, dive across, make it 4th and long here, and I think they might go for it. I believe they're going to go for it here. Their offense is staying on the field. And yeah, why not? 4th and 13 from the Washington 38-yard line. Under 2:30 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Might as well here test out Schoen's arm. It has looked okay so far this game, but if he needs some protection from the line, he did not get that on that last play, and that's what blew it up. So Schoen stands in the shotgun, 2 men in the backfield. Now trips on the left. Receiver motions. We're going to get a timeout, I believe. That's a timeout. Brookings will call their first timeout of the half. And we'll leave you here. Washington up 21-7, 2:16 to play in the 3rd quarter. Brookings facing a 4th and 13 from the Washington 38. We'll be right back here from Hardwood Field.
FDN's reliability and cyber protection allow you to focus on your business. But they also give you the confidence to step away and enjoy the uptime. Howard Woodfield's Wi-Fi is provided by SDN Communications.
Welcome back to Hardwood Field here. 4th and 13 for Brookings from the 38-yard line. Washington, Schoen stands in the gun, 2 men in the backfield. Now motions for trips left. Schoen drops back to pass. Under pressure, rolls right, steps up, fires deep, and incomplete. And they will not throw a flag there. That'll be a turnover on downs. Looked like the receiver and defender were both kind of stopped there, kind of pulling at each other. Ref will let him play. Brookings turns it over. Pass was intended for Cole Mayhem, the wide receiver. Zachy Ledoux on coverage there, the former running back turned corner. And so Johansson comes back out. Up 21-7, 2:09 to play in the 3rd quarter. He operates out of the shotgun, handoff, Capay up the middle, cuts to the right side, gets across 45, across 45 into midfield. That is a gain of 12 for Tupac Capay and a Washington first down. A huge play for Capay there. Capay, definitely the reason Washington's up right here. I mean, he's responsible for 2 of the touchdowns. And Johansson operates out of the shotgun, handoff, Capay left side. But Johansson keeps on the right, across midfield, makes another miss, fumbles the ball. Jane Johansson fumbles the ball, and he will dive onto it at the 46-yard line. There, Brookings is excited here, but Brookings recovered it. So Jane Johansson ran a decent amount in the Brandon Valley game week 1. Started to try and run against Rosie, fumbled the ball, pretty much shut that down for the last few weeks. Has a 19-yard touchdown run tonight, so it looks like, okay, we're going to work on that, and then fumbles the ball there. And so it'll probably possibly be a while before we see another Johansson designed run. Anyway, Bobcats get a big break here, and they'll have a 1st and 10 from the Washington 46-yard line. Shooting in the gun, gets a snap, handoff, or quick throw, caught to 40, inside the 40 to the 36-yard line on a quick pass to number 12, Tanner Shepardson. And one thing about Brookings, you have to have quick passes. The line is not being able to hold its own against Derlin, Newsma, and Bartling here. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats from the 36-yard line. Shooting operates all the shotgun, trips right, item to his left. Shooting quick throw to the right, or left incomplete. Intended for number 14, Jackson Krogman. It's be 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats. Item has come in handy here for a few big runs up the middle when you kind of need them. So don't be surprised. Brookings gives the running back some attempts here. 2nd and 10 from the 36, shooting out of the gun. Item to his left, trips right. Handoff Item up the middle, and he falls forward to the 34-yard line. It's gained about 2, set up 3rd and long for about the 34-yard line with 1:13 and counting play in the 3rd quarter. I believe Brookings would go for it on 4th down here if they went for it on that last drive. They got a huge break here after the Johansson fumble. They need to take advantage of it, whether it at least be a field goal. Under a minute to play in the 3rd here, shooting out of the gun. 2 receivers on each side of him. Item to the left. Shooting drops back to pass. Under pressure. Rolls right. Under pressure. Fires right. Caught. Nope. Incomplete. That would have been a 1st down. Oh. The pass is completed. Excuse me. That pass complete to Isaac Oldken. I thought he dropped it, but refs thought differently. Obviously, he didn't. It'll be a 1st down for the Bobcats with 40 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Nice pass there by Shooting. This line is just not holding its own. He's had to make these throws under duress, rolling around. So, I expect Brookings to stay with the quick passing game here. 1st and 10 from the Washington 25-yard line. Shooting under center. Handoff Item up the middle, and he gets just thrown down. That's number 50, Dylan Guard. And so Item will, lose some yards here. That'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter, by the way. Actually, he'll gain 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. So when we come back here, Washington's up 21-7. Brookings have a 2nd and 9 from the Washington 24. We'll be right back here watching high school football on K-Learn.
Washington Warriors 21.
Only other 2 rushes are Johansson, a touchdown and a fumble.
All right, welcome back to Hardwood Field here. Brookings faces 2nd and 9. And Shooting will drop back to pass. Under pressure, gets out of Ponto's sack, rolls right, fires incomplete, high over the head of number 12, Tanner Shepardson. It'll be 3rd and 9. Tupac Capella is putting on a clinic tonight with 31 carries for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. Big night for him. But Washington defense will need to be stout here. And credits to Shun here. He's been able to get out a lot of these Warrior sacks by anyone, whether it be the linebackers like Ponto or the linemen like Newsma. Anyway, it'll be 3rd and 10 for Brookings. For Washington, 21st, shooting stands out of the shotgun with item to his right, 2 receivers on each side. And I believe that's a flag. That's going to be a false start on Brookings. It's going to move it back and make it 3rd and 14.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. Number 14. 5-yard penalty. Remain 3rd down.
False start, number 14, Jackson Krokman. And that's not what you want if you're Brookings right now. Nonetheless, they'll have a 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14 from the 29-yard line. And shooting in the shotgun, drops back to throw under pressure, fires left, incomplete. Let's try for number 12, Tanner Shepardson. And that'll make it 4th down. And so Brookings will probably go for it here. I'd assume 4th down here for the Bobcats. Shun stands in the shotgun with item to his right, 2 receivers on each side. And Shun here drops back under pressure, steps up, fires deep, almost intercepted by number 7, Zach Ulidu, I believe it is. Anyway, it's not a caught by Brookings, and that will be a turnover on downs for the Bobcats. So the Johansson fumble gives Brookings some life, but they're unable to convert it. And for a second straight drive, they turn over on downs. We'll see if Washington can hold on to the ball here, leading 21-7 with 11:44 to play in the game. They have a 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard. Shotgun with Capella to his left, 2 receivers on each side of him. Johansson, handoff Capella right side, gets across 30, across 35 to the 39-yard line. That's good enough for, I believe, a 1st down. Capella, about 30 yards, roughly 30 yards away from getting a 200-yard performance tonight. The reason he's considered one of the best players in the state of South Dakota. And handoff Capella, he gets thrown down at the 37-yard line. That's a loss of 2 yards and make it 2nd and long for the Warriors. And we'll see how. Honestly, I believe Johansson's done running for the night after that fumble. I'm not one to support benching after just one mistake, but it's a close game, and handoff to Capella up the middle again, across the 40, across 45 to the 49-yard line. That's good enough for, I believe, a Warrior 1st down. No, he's going to be just short. It'll be 3rd and short. So gain 11, make it 3rd and 1 from the 48-yard line. Johansson on the gun, Capella to his left, trips right. Or 2 men on the right when the receivers will line up as the linemen. And off Capella up the middle. He's got a 1st down across midfield to the 46-yard line. You want Capella to get you 1 yard, he gets you 6. It's a big 1st down for Washington. And so 10:32 and counting play in the game. 1st and 10 from the Brookings 45. Johansson stands in the shotgun with Capella to his left. 2 receivers on the right. Johansson gets a snap. Play action of Capella fires over the middle, complete to Jacob Smith, and he gets across the 25-yard line to the 22. Good enough for a 1st down. Huge play there. About a 23-yard play. Tuba Capella also now is up to 196 yards. He's 4 away from 200 mark, which he has eclipsed before many times as a Warrior. 1st and 10 from 23. Johansson on the gun. Handoff Capella. He goes up the middle. He's got 200. Across the 22, about the 16-yard line. And that'll make it about 2nd and short. And Brookings, you need turnover. If Washington scores here, this game can pretty much be sealed here with under 10 minutes to play in the 4th. So 2nd and 3 from the 16-yard line. Johansson in the gun, Capella to his left. Sing formation, you're only 2 receivers. Handoff play up the middle, across the 15, inside the 10, into about the 7-yard line. That's a gain of about 9, good enough for a Warrior 1st down. And that will make it 1st and goal for the Warriors from the 8-yard line. Johansson on the gun, Capella to his left. Handoff to Capella. Actually, they fake the throw. Handoff to Capella. He cuts to the right. Still on his feet to about the 3-yard line. Make it 2nd and goal from about the 3. Capella, a great night. He was already at 211 before that play. And just continues put on a rushing clinic here against these Brookings Bobcats. 2nd and goal from the 3. 9 minutes of play here in the game. Washington up 21-7. Johansson out of the gun. Capella to his left. Receiver on each side. And Handoff Capella up the middle. Touchdown to Capella. That'll put him at 219 yards rushing on the day, along with 3 touchdowns. And Washington, credit Brookings, they kept that momentum that they needed to keep into the 3rd. They forced a Johansson fumble, but 2 straight offense possessions that ended in turnovers on downs. That's what this is going to end up doing to you. And Washington will take a 27-7 lead here with 8:56 to play in the game. Freddie Fredericks on to kick the extra point. Dylan Madsen to hold. Snap's good. Spot down. Fredericks' kick is blocked. And no good. So 27-7 will be a 20-point game here with 8:56 left to play in the game. You're watching high school football on Kaler.
Scoring drive by the Warriors, 9 plays, covered 71 yards, took 2 minutes 48 seconds. Ended with a 3-yard dash into the end zone by Tupac Capella. 8 minutes 56 seconds remaining in the ball game. Brookings Bobcats 7.
Welcome back to Hardwood Field here. That was a 9-play, 71-yard drive. Took 2 minutes 48 seconds. Ended with a Tupac Capella 3-yard touchdown run. And Luke Behrens will kick this off here for Washington. Kick deep, but short. Return ball at 16 to the 20, 25. Cuts to the right, across to the 30-yard line. Gets stood up there, and actually ball will probably be spotted about the 29-yard line for Bobcats to take over here, down by 20 with 8:48 to play in the game. And so if you're Brookings at this point, you just test out Schoon's arm, see if he can get you some deep pit plays, maybe keep you in this. Otherwise, we'll just see here. So 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Schoon operates out of the shotgun with item behind him. Trips on the left side here. Handoff item, cuts to the right, across the 30 to the 31-yard line. He is stopped there by number 25, Adam Derland. And he gets a gain of about 1 on the right side. And slow to get up there is Adam Derland. He will get up with assistance of his teammates and stay on the field. Actually, they'll sub him out here. So they're bringing in number 65, God Give Doe, as a sub. Just making sure Adam's all healthy there. 2nd and 9 for the Bobcats. Toss to Item on the left side. He gets across 30 to the 35, across 35. And dives out of bounds about the 38, 39-yard line. That should make it a 3rd and short here for the Bobcats. Next play will be snapped with under 8 minutes to play in the game. 3rd and 2 from the 38-yard line. Schoon in the shotgun. Tossed Item on the right side. He will pick enough for the 1st down, dive across to the 44-yard line, gain about 5 or 6 for Carter Item there. So we haven't seen a lot of pitches tonight, but 2 straight halfback tosses to Item. Gives a nice 1st down for the Bobcats here. So good enough for a Bobcat 1st down. And 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line, shooting under center, 2 men on the 2 receivers right. Handoff Item on the left side. He gets across 45 to about the 49-yard line. And it's a gain about 5, make it 2nd and short. And we have a final from Brandon Valley. They beat Rapid City Stevens 34-14. They're outscoring them 22-7 in the second half. So Brandon maintains probably the 5th seed here tonight. Toss to Item here on the right side. Gets across midfield and out of bounds at about the 46 yard line. That will make it 3rd and short. Peyton Newsman with the tackle there for Washington. Make it 3rd and 1. I believe.
The Bobcats will have 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 for the Bobcats here from the Washington 47-yard line. 6:30 to play in the game and counting. Bobcats down by 20. And Sioux operates out of the shotgun, gets a snap, quarterback draw up the middle to the left. He will be thrown down about the 45-yard line. Should be good enough for a first down. And they'll move those chains. And so they'll have a number 65, God Give Doe, who came in for the apparently injured Adam Derlin. Derlin's still on the sideline there. So Bobcat first down here, under 6 minutes to play in the game. And Schoen stands in the shotgun. Good snap, handoff up the middle to Item. Cuts inside to about the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 4. Carter Item. And tonight, the Brookings offense hasn't been spectacular. They've only scored 7 points, but Item's had an okay night. He's had 104 yards rushing. And Schoen's been okay, 11-20-105 with touch and a pick as he gets a snap and fires deep left side. Ball is overthrown by about 3 yards. And so make it 3rd and 6 here for the Bobcats from the 41-yard line. So 3rd and 6 for the Warriors, or Bobcats, excuse me. Toss to Item on the right side. Across the 42, about the 36-yard line. That will make it, I think it'll be short. I believe it'll be 4th and short. There it is. 4th and about 1.5 yards here for the Bobcats. They will obviously go for it as they have the whole game. So 4th and 2 for the Brookings Bobcats here. From the Washington 37-yard line, shooting out of the shotgun, trips left. Item to his right, Item to his left too. And there's a, they're going to call that on. That was number 2, actually. Justin Devine. So Devine, and I saw that right away, he was lined up to the left of quarterback Schoen in a normal running back stance. At the last second, he went down in a lineman stance, 3-point lineman stance, and I'm not sure what that was. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, but that makes it 4th and 7. So that obviously just was a huge blunder. 4th and 7 from the Washington 42-yard line with under 4:30 play in the game. This is pretty much it for Brookings. Schoen stands in the shotgun, trips left. Item to his left. Schoen, quick throw. That's caught. That's a first down for Brookings. At about the 35-yard line, they'll move the chains. Jay Wilbur, the leading receiver for the Bobcats tonight, will make that catch. And they'll make it 1st and 10 for the Bobcats here with 4:17 play in the game. A little urgency probably here. Down by 20. Obviously, onside kicks are necessary at this point if you score. Schoen stands in the shotgun with Item to his left. Hand off Item up the middle. He'll get across the 35 to about the 32-yard line. Gain of 2. You really can't. I mean, Carter Item has had some good runs up the middle of this game, but with under 4 minutes to play in the game, you really have to start going to your passing game here with Schoen. Item's just not running at this point, so it's not really going to help. He's just going to burn more clock. Schoen stands in the shotgun with Item to his right. 2 receivers on each side of him. 2nd and 7 from the Washington 31-yard line. Schoen, quick throw, and that's ball hits the ground. It's time for Preston Elbolt. A quick receiver screen there falls flat, and make it 3rd and 7 from the 31-yard line. So, 3rd and 7 for the Bobcats here. Third and 7 from the 31-yard line. It will be Shooting under center. And rolls out to the right. Under pressure. Trying to find a guy open. Cuts back to the left. Steps up. Fires. Caught. Nope. Incomplete. That was a pretty nifty play there by Sioux. A pretty nifty route by the receiver to try and come back over for the catch. However, the pass will fall incomplete. And so it will be 4th and 7 from the 31-yard line. And obviously Brookings will go for it here. 3:23 to play in the game, down by 20. So, Sioux operates out of the shotgun. Item to his right, trips right here. 4th and 7 from the Washington 31-yard line. 3:23 to play in the game here. Receiver motions right to left. Sioux gets a snap, steps back, under pressure, rolls right. He's going to run, keep it himself, and Sioux will dive forward and get a 1st down. Nifty play. And one thing, give credit here to Jacob Sioux. He's not afraid to take some hits. Run up the middle. He's not afraid. And Dylan guards down for Washington there. So, as guard is being attended to, we'll continue to talk here about Jacob Sioux. And how he is able, seems to just kind of bounce off some defenders and is able to just avoid fumbling, avoid being injured, and that's pretty good. You have a gutsy quarterback like that. His listed height and weight is 6'2", 180. So he's a full 25 pounds lighter than Jane Johansson, and he's still being able to bounce off people, which is good. Dylan Guard continues to lay still at the 20-yard line, so we're going to come back here at 3:16 to play in the game. You're watching high school football on K-Learn. Welcome back to Howard Field here. Brookings down 27-7 here to the Washington Warriors. They have the ball, though. 1st and 10 from the Warrior 19-yard line. 3:13 and counting in the game. Shooting in the shotgun. Item to his left. Trips on the left. And that's going to be a flag. That's another false start, I believe, on Brookings.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. Number 19. 5-yard penalty.
So Jay Wilbur, the top receiver for the Bobcats tonight, gets called on that false start, make it 1st and 15 from the Washington 24-yard line. Clock continues to run. It'll be under 3 minutes by the time this next play is off. And the Washington student section is doing the famed "I Believe" chant here. And as Item gets the ball in, he gets ball to a 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Will make it 2nd and 11. And why would Washington be confident here? They're up by 20 with 2:40 and counting left. For Brookings, their only shot here is to get a quick touchdown, an onside kick. And even then, you need another touchdown, another onside kick, another touchdown. So, 2nd 11 from the 20-yard line. Shooting stands in the shotgun with Item to his right. 2 receivers on each side of him. Shooting gets a snap. Steps back, fires left side end zone. That ball just kind of died there. And the ball's at the 20. Shooting probably threw that for about the 24-yard line. That died at about the 10-yard line. There is no wind here tonight. And so instead, it will be a 3rd and 11 for the Brookings Bobcats here. Luckily, that wasn't paid Bobcats receivers able to try and attempt to catch it, which prevented the interception. It would have been an easy interception there. Almost like catching a punt return. So 3rd and 11 for the Bobcats here from the Washington 20-yard line here, 2:13 play in the game. Shooting in the shotgun. Item to his left. Handoff item on the right side. Across the 20, gets thrown down by number 10, or number 40. Jaden Federy. I believe he is the substitution for Dylan Gard, who is sitting on the bench. Not benched, of course, and just looked like a sprained ankle, possibly. Nothing serious. Brookings will have a 4th and 9 from the 18-yard line here. This is game right here. Shooting in the shotgun. Item to his left. 2 receivers on the left, 1 right. Shooting gets a snap, steps back, under pressure, tries to get out of it. He is sacked. That sack will seal the game. That's number 77, Peyton Newsma, on the sack, and that'll do it. Washington is up 27-7 here. They have the ball at their own 24-yard line. Brookings does have 3 timeouts with 90 seconds left. Be interesting to see if they use them, or more than likely they let the game run out. So Brookings will fall to 3-3 here. Washington will improve to 4-2. Now, obviously, the 4 wins for Washington. The last 3 have come against opponents to the tune of Mitchell, Rapid City Stevens, and Brookings. So Washington still with a lot to prove here, and they will not get a chance to prove that until later in the season when they face off in the playoffs against the potential OG or Roosevelt. And after what we saw today, I believe the polls will be Gorman, Roosevelt, Washington, 1, 2, 3. Brandon Valley, as I said, took care of business against Stevens tonight at home. So it'll be interesting to see if them or Watertown keeps that 4th seed and is able to host a playoff game. We are about a month away from the playoffs, though, so a lot can happen. And Warriors students will begin to head down to form a tunnel and congratulate the players. And Brookings students stay there. And, like I said, shout out to Brookings. They brought a decent amount of fans and a nice little pocket of students. And that's good. We've seen teams just as close as Brookings come to Sioux Falls and really not bring as many people. So kudos to the Brookings fans here, showing up to support your team. And Warriors are just taking knees here. That'll do it. They've just taken knees in the last few plays. Nothing big in particular. Clock winds down. Your final tonight here is 27-7 Warriors over the Bobcats. Warriors led by Tubac Capea with a huge performance, over 200 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. So next week, for these teams, Brookings will try and rebound against Harrisburg in Harrisburg. Washington will try and continue this 3-game win streak in Aberdeen. So that's all for tonight. I'm August Mills. You've been watching high school football on K-Learn.
The Washington Warriors travel up north to Aberdeen Central. They'll play the Golden Eagles up in Aberdeen next Friday.